This is a cool story. You don't have to read all that. I'll talk about it. But when I had sent out all these messages, I was supposed to meet this girl in Spain, and she wasn't at her city when I arrived. She had gone on her own trip. And I had met this other girl earlier in my adventure who inspired me to write letters. I noticed during a road trip we were on that she was writing a letter to her friends back home, you know, telling her about her adventures, some of her friends who don't have the opportunity to travel. And so when I was supposed to meet this girl, Layla, and I said, oh, hey, like maybe we should just be pen pals then. Like, because like, did you guys do that in your day? Like that was a thing, wasn't it? Pen pals?
Definitely.
Yeah, I feel like...
I had a pen pal from England for a while, yeah.
Yeah, you've never met, right? Because I remember doing that as a kid too. I don't know how it worked, but maybe at school or something. But so yeah, you can definitely relate with that. So, you know, I gave her my address and I said, yeah, sure, like we should exchange letters. And again, I always had this overwhelming amount of new things. You know, I kind of put that on hold until I got back from my trip. And, you know, 3 months goes by and we connect again. We talked a little bit during the trip. And then, you know, again, we were like, oh yeah, I'll send you a letter. And I kept kind of putting it off. Then all of a sudden, I like got this letter, just really random. And it was like really inspiring. Exactly what she wrote in the letter was just a reflection of me. And because she watched this video that I put together, a montage of my trip, and she really got a feel of who I was. So she wrote this letter, and you know, for someone to take initiative to do that, to write a letter to a pen pal who you've never met, it was really special. So I started doing that too, you know. It's to sit down and actually write instead of being on the computer. It's a lost art. And we've exchanged 2 or 3 letters since I've been back, and it's really cool. And I video chatted her once, which was cool. It's like, I felt like I knew her because we had exchanged letters. So that was also cool, and that's kind of the new thing, videos. Great thing to do for videos is when it's somebody's birthday, send them a video. And I said just last night that my dad did that when it was my mom's 50th birthday. He went to your house and he said... 39th. 39th, sorry. And he took a video of you guys, because if you couldn't be at the party or something. And I think it's just a great way with technology that these days, if you want to wish someone a happy birthday instead of just, you know, a phone call is also great, but a lot of times we just send a text message, whereas, you know, take a video of yourself and say something special and send it to them. Doesn't even have to be their birthday. And you know, maybe that's the reason why I haven't done too much traveling post-Europe. I mean, I did a lot of trips to the States. That's a different story. But like I said, you don't have to travel the world to learn about the world. And that's why, like I said, you're all here tonight. Hopefully I can teach you some things. And I like that with the letters, with the video chat, as they can teach me. Hearing their voices in a different language or a different accent is just, you know, it brings me back. Some of the best times I had were the actual conversations that I was having. And there was also a cool thing about the actual, this will happen to you, is the actual feeling you get when you're there. Sometimes it's not about the places you see, but it's the smells or the music. And you might, sometimes I'll be driving my car and I'll hear a song that will bring me right back to a certain area in Europe. Or, you know, like I said, when I have olives now, or I drink a glass of wine, like instantly I'm like Portugal, like, because that was huge there. So that's really special. You can't get that from conversations. That's what actual physical traveling will do, is the sensory nostalgia. And I love that. And it's like these, yeah, it's like these hidden sensory memories that really do bring you back. And that's why, like we were talking earlier, I was reading my journal, and, you know, yeah, you laugh at it sometimes. You're like, wow, what was I thinking? Or like, or you're just, yeah, and you end up writing a whole page. You're like, wow, why did I waste so much time?